Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the inside of my Volvo S80. We're going to be talking about how it's worn after nearly 88,000 miles on this car. It's 10 years old, well 11 years old now. So I thought we would take a look at the interior to see how she's held up. So I'm going to apologise in advance for the state of the inside of the car. It's not particularly clean at the moment, just because of the whole coronavirus thing. Like, you'd expect me to have loads of time, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's get in the car. So for those of you who may or may not know, the P2 generation, or the generation before this car, were really well known for having crap interiors in terms of the way that they wore over time. So we thought we'd have a look and see if they've improved it for the P3 generation, which is this car. So as you can see, this is the steering wheel, and actually the steering wheel is held up very well indeed. It's got very little sort of fading or anything like that. There's a few sort of scratches and stuff in it, as you'd sort of expect on a car like this. All the buttons, and this is something that I've found with these cars, is that the buttons don't seem to wear. Whereas if you look at sort of a Volkswagen Passat or something of this era, sort of an 07, 09, 08 plate Passat, all of the buttons will be worn. Whereas on this car, they are pretty well, they're all intact. In terms of the indicator stalk, you've got a bit of wear. That's probably just probably 10 years of skin on there. So I'm probably going to clean that off. I did get it valeted as well when I got it new. Well, when I first got it, but obviously they missed that. And on the stalk, again, it's nothing nothing that you'd be concerned about on this car, to be honest. In terms of the leather seats, they're it's not like the support's gone or anything. The leather's dried out a bit and cracked, which is typical Volvo stuff. And the bolsters holding their colour much better than the previous generation cars did. In terms of your gear selector, now obviously this will be different because it's an automatic. If it was a manual, you'd expect more wear on this, but yeah, it's still in fairly decent trim, given its age, so that's quite nice. Again, another touch point, start stop button, and as you can see, again, it's not worn at all, which again is very nice. Window switches as well, apart from being disgusting, they need to clean quite badly. They're totally good. Handles actually made out of nice aluminium, and they're absolutely fine. And then you've got your handbrake button here, which is constantly pushed and pulled every day. That is absolutely fine as well. So yeah, let's take a look at the driver's seat. I'll get my arse out a bit so you guys can see. And yeah, it's all in fairly decent nick. I do give it a wipe down with sort of leather treatment stuff every now and then, but I don't really pay any special attention to it. As you can see up the bolster here, we do have a little bit of colour loss, but that's to be expected, especially because I'm quite a wide person. My sides rub along the bolsters a bit, so that's something that can be fixed pretty much with just like a leather clean and just a re-dye. So I'll make a video on that at a later date. But yeah, excuse the mess on the floor. I've got this rubber mat down, but underneath the other mats are okay. They're just a bit impractical, and as you can see, they're starting to wear through here, which was quite common with the Volvos of this era, and actually Fords as well. They sort of cheaped out on the mats, and you can sort of see how that's happened. So I took these out of my BMW when it was written off, and I'll just use them in there to sort of keep the other mats clean, but also just to provide a nice easy washable area. And then if we go into the back, what have we got? I've just got coats in the back. Problem is, I always wear a jacket into the car and then get too hot and then just throw them over here. Back's not looking so good, and that's probably down to the last owner's the way he treated this car. This back seat I think was just used for dogs, judging by the hair and everything that I got out of it with the first valet. So that's a bit of a disappointment, and I've sort of tried a bit of light leather restoration. I think I'm just going to have to go a bit more hardcore on it. As you can see, there's a tear here, which isn't that noticeable. It just looks a bit tired. It probably looks twice its age back here, so that's the one thing that lets this car down. But like stuff like this, oh, there we go. Stuff like this is all fine. It's just even the backs here are fine. It's just these seats here. So I may just get a new bench, or I might try and get it restored. I'll see which. If it's cheap enough to get a new bench, I may as well just do that. But like I said, in the front, switch gear and everything, absolutely fine. So yeah, oh actually there's one more. These armrests on my BMW, it wasn't leather wrapped, but it was sort of a plasticky thing, and had some wear marks on it. But actually, as you can see, this one, and bearing in mind my left arm spends most of its time on this armrest, it's absolutely fine. So yeah, it's not done too badly at all, this car, given its age and mileage. So I'll just show you the mileage for reference. It's 87,722. So not high mileage by any means on this car, but yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your P3 car has lasted like, even if you're the original owner or not. It'd be interesting to see how the age dictates it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Cheers.